quarterfinals. They are close to making some history here. Slovenia never won a medal in this tournament. They finished with 4th back in 2010. So they will be history makers if they can win here today, no matter what the result is in the final. And as for Serbia, well, slightly tougher run to get to this stage. They lost the group game against Spain by 9, and that really put them on the tougher side of the draw, but they've been impressive. And Serbia, unlike Slovenia, have plenty of podium experiences. 4 medals, including a gold back in 2008. Oh, they would like to replicate that. I'm sure that coach Vido Savljevic has got them tuned in. We'll now have a break in commentary for the national anthems of both Slovenia and Serbia.
First, the national anthem of Slovenia. İlk olarak Slovenya Ulusal Marşı.
Živela si narodi, ki hrepene dočaka dan, da koder sonce hodi, prepiri se da bo pregnan.
The scene is set. Here are our officials for today's game. Gintaras Machulis, Silvia Marziali and Diogo Martins from Lithuania, Italy and Portugal respectively. The officials are ready. The national anthems have been sung beautifully by both teams as they will now get their minds fully locked in on this semi-final. Here is the starting 5 for Slovenia. We have Stiren, Siuka. We also have Breitzel, Turancek and Bartelme. Some real talent in that 5 for Coach Novak. And they put in some big performances as well. Plenty of talent coming off the bench for Slovenia as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Novak runs that. Let's jump to the other side of the floor now and have a look at Serbia and how they are going to line up to start this game. Here's their starting 5. You have Jokic. We also have Arandelovic. We have Avlijaš, Vukovic and Knežević. And again, plenty of talent on show here for Serbia. Really looking forward to this one. Coach Vido Savljevic will Ernest Novak will know what his team need to do. He'll have them set up, ready to go. They've looked good so far in this tournament, but today will be their biggest test against what is a very fundamentally sound and strong Serbian team. Coach Vido Savljevic there has been working hard with to get them ready. And it is sometimes tough when you pick up a loss early in the tournament to get back on track. Losing that game against Spain, game day 2 that was, a 95-86 loss. An absolute barnstormer of a game. But that is long in the distant memory now. A 3-game win streak, Latvia, Finland and Poland. The scalps that they've taken since then. And they will just see today as another stepping stone towards the finals, where they will expect to be. These two teams have met 7 times in the under-18 Women's European Championships. Serbia have a 4-3 head-to-head advantage. Last time they met was 6 years ago, back in 2017, and it was a close game. 74-63 in favour of Serbia in that game. You can't take a huge amount from the historics when it comes to these junior championships. It certainly adds a little bit of spice to proceedings for us to do so. Just moments away from the opening tip here now, as the coaches have their final words with their players. And while you have a chance, do get your phones out right now. Jump onto your socials and follow the junior FIBA social media channel. It's at NextGenHoops. That's on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'm not sure if it's on Threads yet. I'll have to jump on that later and see. But do follow that. You'll get all of the highlight videos of the superstars of tomorrow across all the junior tournaments, both men's and women's. And if you want to post anything about our game here today, use the hashtag U18Europe. And if you want to jump onto the website, it's u18europe.basketball/women. And we are moments away from the opening tip. The start of the game will be important, will have an impact for sure. Settle some nerves early on. 7-5, first to the floor. Always to sum this one up before we get underway. Realistically, it's Serbia who are going to look to try and make this a bit more of a high-paced scoring competition. Offensively, you would say Serbia are the better team. And it's for Slovenia to lock them out of the game. Defensively, Slovenia are probably the better team. So it's the offense of Serbia against the defense of Slovenia. The irresistible force against the immovable object. Another interesting battle ahead of us. And 40 minutes to decide who will be in tomorrow's final. Juka going up against Jevtovic. The opening tip here. And we're underway. Semi-final one of the 2023 FIBA European Championships for women. Oh, and it's a score early. That is exactly what Serbia will have wanted. Get their offense up and running early on in this game. Jevtovic with that first score of the game. Drexel now will come back out. Hand it off to the real general on the floor for Slovenia, Bartelme. She kicks it out to the corner. Good defense from Serbia, though. Really has advantaged Serbia here in the first minute of this game. Down into the low post. Ball movement from Serbia. And then Delivic can't get the score. Offensive rebound, though. Serbia will come back out as Avlijaš slows it down. Going to go in the post again. Baseline drive, lovely pass inside. The score's not there, but another offensive rebound. Jevtovic really working hard early in this one. Oh, behind the back with the handle. Juka, one of the real superstars of this tournament. Looking phenomenal pretty much in every game. Foul will be called on Djokic. First foul of the game for either team. Sideline ball for Slovenia. Bartelme now. Hands it inside to Drexel. Backdoor cut, Bartelme wide open. Doesn't get the score, though. That's a real miss for Slovenia. the second and third best offenses in the tournament going against each other. Serbia averaging a little over 77 points, Slovenia a little over 76. Into the corner, wide open. Andelevic nails the three. And Serbia have really eased themselves into this semi-final in the first 2 minutes. An almost 5-0 run to start the game. Inside, right hand, heavy again. Rebound though from Bretzel, and she gets the score. Slovenia really looking to try and get to the basket to get their points away. Shot over 30% from outside in the tournament, so no real necessity, but maybe that's where they see their advantage. Ball inside now. Jevtovic gets the score, and she really is unstoppable at the moment. Slovenia really don't have an answer for her. 4 points for her already. Foul will be called. That one will be on Andelevic. Baseline ball now for Slovenia, and they really need to settle some of these nerves. Serbia playing a physical brand to open the game. Pelme looks to use the screen, a roll to the basket from Bretzel, but it's out to Siuka for three. The rebound eventually falls into Serbian hands, and they will look to go again. Their lead is at 5, just about 3 minutes gone in the game. Catch and shoot, nice quick release, but the rebound falls to Stieren. Wide open corner pocket, three is good, and that is exactly what Slovenia and Coach Novak need. They need to see Aisha Siuka step up and carry a lot of the offensive weight. She's averaging over 12 points a game, shooting 35% from downtown. Jevtovic, no good. I understand why Serbia would keep going back to her though. Siuka now, handle, glides to the basket, lays it in. And Siuka is a tough matchup. 192 tall, the 17-year-old. Happy to step out and handle the rock and shoot the ball though. Able to stretch the floor for Slovenia. Stolen away, long outlet pass and an easy transition bucket for Slovenia. This time Stieren gets the score. And just like that, Slovenia have the lead. And as expected, this really is a back and forth game between these two. Stolen again, but falls out of bounds. Slovenia's on-ball pressure has been evident throughout this tournament as we see a replay of the steal and the breakaway bucket. Slovenia averaging 12 steals a game in the tournament. As we see Torinček head to the bench. In comes Ochina instead. A bit of a frantic feel to this opening first 5 minutes of the game. Serbia seemed a bit composed early, but that's quickly disappeared as maybe the... Oh, wonderful pick and roll. Absolutely textbook pick and roll from Slovenia. Bretzel gets the score. Off the pass from Siuka. First assist of the game for Siuka. Slovenia now in a zone defense. Jokic inside, not soft enough with that finish. And who is there? Who else? Jevtovic gets the rebound and gets the score. And really, Serbia have leaned heavily on Jevtovic. 6 points already, 3 from 7 from the field for her. Siuka backing things out. A little sidestep into the jumper and 2 triples in the opening quarter for Aisha Siuka. Serbia at the moment not playing much team offense, and that's a problem. Out of the races again, Stieren cheating on the defensive end, and rightfully so, gets another score. And Slovenia, after a slow start, are flying here in Konya. They now lead by 7 points. Coach Vida Savljevic really no choice but to call a timeout. His team had a storming start to the game, but things have gone backwards very, very quickly. A 9-0 run for Slovenia. The hero of the moment there, Aisha Siuka. What a start to the game for her. 8 points and 2 assists, 3 from 4 from the field. 2 of those 3 made shots were threes. And Slovenia come back onto the floor and apply a little full court pressure. 7-point lead early here for Slovenia. Almost stolen away. Slovenia working so hard. The on-ball pressure is really high. Foul will be called. Siuka is human. And she does make a mistake, getting tempted in. Sideline ball now. As Coach Novak looks on. He'll have been slightly worried at the start, but certainly happy with how things have settled down. A 2-3 zone here for Slovenia. Can Serbia break it? Drive to the basket, off the glass. Foul called. That will send Arndelevic to the line for 2 shots. Foul called on Ochina. Arndelevic, a 60% free throw shooter. As Coach Vida Savljevic, I'm sure, is trying to work out how to break this Slovenian zone defense. And she connects with the second after missing the first. Brings Slovenia's lead down to 6. Stiren now tries to feed it inside. That's a good read by Serbia, though. They'll come away with the steal. Valencic hands it off. Finish isn't quite there, though, and what was a confident start to the game for Serbia. I'm seeing some serious nerves come in now. Down into the low post. Thrown away again, and plenty of mistakes by both teams. And you do wonder, fatigue will be an element. This is a very compact tournament, plenty of games in a short space of time, but for me, the bigger factor will be the pressure. Every stage you go forward, the pressure becomes bigger. Lovely handle and footwork. The pass is poor, though, from Djokic. Inside. Oh, and the finish. And Slovenia have really made Serbia pay. Whenever they make a mistake, their transition is lightning quick. This time, Leia Bartelme. Avliash kicks it to the corner. The 3 goes up. That's short. Where's the rebound going? Batted out of bounds by Serbia. It will be Slovenian ball. At the moment, the majority of the traffic is in favour of Slovenia, as we see Žitek come into the game. As Stiren heads to the bench. A good start to the game for Stiren. Žitek getting her first taste of the action. Backdoor cut. Spills it out of bounds, though. Good footwork, good movement by Ochina, but a little bit complacent, loses possession. Jovanov looking for some options, and Serbian offense is very static right now. Not much movement, not much collaboration, a lot of reliant on individual talent, and against a good defensive team like Slovenia, that is not going to be enough to get the job done here. Knežević looks to try and recover possession, but can only knock it out of bounds. Bartelme. Inside, a foul will be called. Jovanov had the mismatch, and Bretzel was going to make her pay as much as she can. Such a strong, powerful player. Svela Bretzel. Tough to stop when she gets herself established down low, as we see Avliash head to the bench. In her place comes Buzic. Foul's going to be called. As Serbia now look to almost rough Slovenia up off the ball. Siuka drawing the foul. Milanovic whistled for that one, I think. Once again, foul called. Fadeaway jumper. This time Bartelme draws the foul from Arandelovic. And a pattern is quickly emerging here, with both teams trying to establish themselves. Slovenia just being super physical. Bartelme, a 60% free throw shooter so far in this tournament. It's the first, averaging 12 points a game. And as I said in the build-up, game 2 was really the standout performance for her in this tournament. Came away with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and 6 steals. And goodness me, pretty close to a quadruple-double. The unicorn stat line. Oh, and the three ball is up and in from Jovanov. And that is really important for Serbia. Their offense had become completely stale. And I'm sure that coach Vida Savljevic will be hoping that that one kick-starts them back into the game. Zicek now, inside, Bartelme in the low post, kicks it, Siuka, corner three! A triple of triples for Siuka in the opening quarter. Slovenia's lead back up to 9. Buzic hands it back to the top. Knežević. Running left-handers no good. Slovenia will come back the other way. Bartelme, no good. Rebound again for Slovenia though. And Slovenia just looks so composed in this game. It really does feel that way. Shot clock to 4. Bartelme heads to the heads to the basket and draws the foul. Another one on Arandelovic, and at the moment, the physicality of Slovenia is just too much for Serbia. They really don't have an answer. And we do wonder what coach Vida Savljevic will do, how he will mix things up. As we see Avliash come back into the game. Out of the game comes Arandelovic with that second foul. This is the first of her 2, though. Leah Bartelme. Haven't shot the ball brilliantly from the free throw line, Slovenia, shooting just over 67%. Bartelme gets the second, no, and Slovenia's lead is out to double digits. First double-digit lead of the game. And Coach Novak takes the opportunity to make a double change, as we see Stiren come into the game, and also Gibert comes in. Slovenia really rotating through their roster here early on. Foul will be called. Slovenia with plenty of fouls to give, though, so that's a smart play by Stiren. Sideline now for Serbia. What will they do with the final 7 seconds of this first quarter? Buzic. Throws a prayer up, draws a foul. That one's going to be blown on Ochina. Buzic will go to the line for free throws. She's not been there many times in this tournament, but yet to miss a free throw. Nestorov comes in for Jovanov. Buzic at the line, her 5th attempt of the tournament. And that breaks the 100% record. Back at the line for the second. 2.6 seconds left in this first quarter, and what has been an unbelievably impressive first quarter from Slovenia. We'll have one more. Slovenia on track for almost a 100-point game here after this first quarter performance. That's going to be Serbian ball, I think. They'll have 1.7 seconds. Can they get a score and chip away a little? That's Slovenia's lead. And a perfect first 10 minutes for Coach Novak. Inside, catch, shoot, gets a score. That is a really important play by Ana Milanovic to close out the first quarter. A glimmer of hope and some momentum to take through. End of the first quarter, it's Serbia 16, Slovenia 23. Well, certainly an certainly an entertaining first quarter of basketball here. Remember, semi-final 1 of the 2023 FIBA U18 Women's European Championships. There's your shooting percentages. Much of the statistical story certainly in favour of Slovenia. They have really controlled and imposed themselves on that first 10 minutes of basketball. Here are some of the highlights from that first 10 minutes, and some of the expected superstars certainly stepped up, none more so than Aisha Siuka. 11 points in that first quarter, 4 from 5 from the field. Also has 2 assists to her name as well. She has looked impressive throughout the entire tournament and continues to impress here today. As for Serbia, their leading scorer, who got off to a flying start, Jovana Jevtovic, she has 6 points alongside 2 rebounds. The big really started the game so well, but Slovenia quickly wrestled the game away and were able to open up a double-digit lead at one point. Serbia closed it out with that play, trimming that one down to just a 7-point lead now. Second quarter underway here in Konya, in Turkey. Game 1 of the semi-finals. Remember, after this we have Spain against France. 4 teams still in with a chance of lifting the trophy, being crowned champions. Siuka to the corner. Oh, nails the 3. Siuka with another assist. And this time it's Gibert with the 3 ball. Back up to a 10-point lead for Slovenia. Buzic hands it back out to Nestorov. She comes up short. Easy rebound for Slovenia. Steeren. Oh, a little hesitation on the dribble. All that was needed to crack the defense wide open. And Slovenia look like they're playing on another level right now. Easy score. Milanovic what Serbia need to do. They want to try and score from inside. That's where they've targeted a lot of their offense. Offensive foul will be called on that turn check screen. He's just used a split second too early. Coach Novak just having a conversation maybe about the angle of the screen as well. Either way, it will be sideline possession for Serbia as they look to try and re-establish themselves in this game. And the way Slovenia have played, maybe Coach Vida Savljevic will be feeling that training by 10 isn't too bad, because Slovenia have looked really, really strong and Serbia just haven't got their offense going just yet. Down into the low post, double team collapses, batted out of bounds. Sideline for Serbia, into the corner, catch and shoot, rattles home a three, that's a big score. Once again, Avlijaš steps up, what a player she's been, averaging 19 points a game in this tournament, really providing some leadership for this Serbian team. That comes up short. Serbia come back the other way. They trail by just 7 now. Avlijaš runs into a wall of Slovenian defense. Avlijaš tries to find a way through. That will draw the foul. I think she'll head to the free throw line as well on the back of that play, and you can see Maria Avlijaš trying to use her experience, her know-how, and just flat out her ability to score the ball. She's had double digits in every single game, including 25 against Finland in the round of 16 game. Shooting nearly 40% from the field, 87% from the free throw line. What a tournament she's had, and Serbia are going to be very reliant on her if they're going to come away with the win here today. G-Tech now. Screen set by Siuka. Handoffs at the top for Slovenia. Offensive foul's going to be called. Moving screen again, Stieren this time. Blatzel will come back into the game. Conversation between Coach Novak and the official. I think he just wants a little clarification on the call. The official more than happy to provide it. Avlijaš really trying to force the game at the moment. Rebound pulled in by Bartelme. Slovenia in full flow. Oh no, I think that's a turned ankle. See a bit of an adjustment of footwear there from Zoya Stieren. It will remain Slovenian ball, but their lead is just 6 now, and I don't think there's any coincidence that since Maria Avlijaš has tried to take the Serbian team on her shoulders, that Serbia have narrowed the gap. Catch and shoot from the wing. It's a good-looking shot, but slightly heavy. Bartelme now kicks it back out. Siuka, she comes up short, and Slovenia's offense has dried up somewhat here in the second quarter. They've only scored 5 points in the first, well, a little over 3 minutes of the second quarter. Nezovic. Oh, a lovely Euro step, but Siuka bats it away. Oh, lovely trail, but Siuka again with the tough rim protection play. Catch and shoot, Stieren nails the three. String music from Zoya Stieren. Not feeling the effects of that slight turn of the ankle before. Good defense by Slovenia on ball pressure, pressuring the inbound from the baseline. Serbia struggling to even get it into play. As you feel that Coach Novak is asking his team once again, maybe just to turn up the defense a little bit and see if that can create some easy transition offense, which they had in that first quarter. Nestorov now stuck with the possession, comes back out to Avliash. Shot clock to 6. Avliash pulls up, nails a little mid-range jumper. Avliash doing everything she can right now. 8 points for her. Zuka waves the screen away. She wants to square up. Pass to the corner. Gibert nails another 3. Slovenia have been absolutely lights out from downtown in this game. 6 from 9 from outside. More than half their points coming from the perimeter. 3 ball goes up. That's a little shallow. The chase out defense was very good again from Slovenia. Gina with the chase out, I think. There's the 3 ball from the corner. Oh, in fact, just a 2. That's what we're looking at. Stepped over the line, so just a 2 ball from Gibert. And Serbia make a couple of changes. The Slovenian lead back out to 9. A little over 5 minutes left here in the first half of this first semi-final for the FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship. Shot goes up and another 3 is good. No real surprise whose hands it comes from. Aisha Siuka has come to play yet again. 14 points now for the superstar. Good footwork there from Knežević. Trying to put Slovenia in a little bit of a spin. It was enough to be able to draw the foul. She marches to the free throw line, so determined. And you see a lot of frustration from the Serbian coach and the Serbian players. Knežević hits the first of her 2. 80% before today's game, and one of the real scoring threats again for Serbia, averaging over 14 points a game. Gets the second to go as well. Her first points of the game, unbelievably. Zitek, shot goes from wide, and another 3 is good. It is absolutely raining 3s for Slovenia. This time, Gibert with the 3. Made sure she stepped out far enough to get the bonus point. Oh, smart play. A real strong heads-up play from Jovanov. Just reading the defense, reacting to what they give her. Slovenia spreading the floor, creating issues for Serbia. Avliash, another score. And you feel that Serbia are just starting to bubble. They're starting to come to the boil. Their offense is starting to fire. Lovely little pick and roll action to get Maria Avliash open. And on the back of that score, Coach Novak has called a timeout. His team's lead is at 9. And he wants to talk things over. As expected, this game is a real enthralling encounter between the two Balkan teams, Slovenia and Serbia. Slovenia certainly having the better of the game so far, but you just feel that Serbia are starting to find their foot in this game. They're starting to work out how to play against this Slovenian team. And well, we have a break in the games. Just a reminder, jump onto your social media and follow FIBA's junior channel. It's at Next Gen Hoops. That's on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to put any content out there into the socials, it's hashtag U18 Europe. Slovenia get things underway. Serbia with a little full court pressure. Bartelme slows it down. Serbia continue to sit in this 2-3 zone. Into the corner, wide open. Not this time. Breitzel can't get the score. I'm sorry, Ziba can't get the score. Oh, and Serbia are fighting tooth and nail to come back into this game, and it really is almost completely out of the hands of Avlijaš. First Serbian player to double digits, Marija Avlijaš. Under 3 minutes left in this first half. And Serbia now have wrestled control of the game away from Slovenia. Feels like we're playing a Serbian game of basketball. The first 15 minutes felt very Slovenian. Knežević slightly off right. Back of the iron just bats that one away. Bartelme now to Zibert. Ball movement at the top. Look at the spacing from Slovenia, trying to make it hard. Baseline cut. Zitek wide open, can't get the score this time. Bartelme scoops off the offensive rebound. Slovenia will go again. Bartelme comes up short though. And Serbia will have a chance to trim this 7-point deficit a little further. Leia Bartelme, a real key piece of the puzzle for Coach Novak, and why Slovenia find themselves just one win away from history. One win away from their first ever medal in this tournament. Avlijaš picks up the dribble. No options to pass though. Comes out to Jokic, and that long shot clangs off the perspex. Foul will be called on Knežević. Even though Slovenia have been put under a huge amount of pressure in the last 5 or so minutes, you still feel that Slovenia, a lot of composure, a lot of calm feel from them, even if Coach Novak is getting a little heated at the moment. Slovenia's turn to try and break a zone defense. They've not been able to. Wide open though, Stieren. And that is the problem you have. The offense that Slovenia are running creates a ton of open looks from outside, but if you don't hit them, it really doesn't matter. Inside now, Jovtovic is going to get fouled by Zitek. Jovtovic heads to the line for shots. Serbian confidence is certainly rising again after it took a little bit of a battering for the last 15 or so minutes. Back at the line for the second. She gets both to go. And that is exactly what Serbia need from one of their star players. We're going to see a timeout called as Slovenia's lead is down to just 5 points now. 1 minute and 11 left in this first half. And Coach Novak calls a timeout. He knows taking a lead into the locker room is absolutely critical for him and his team. Both teams back onto the floor, and this is a huge 1 minute and 11 seconds. It might only be the second quarter, but Slovenia were looking dominant. They had a 13-point lead. That is now just 5 points. And a real opportunity here for Serbia, maybe to even get to the half-time break with a lead themselves. Bartelme now hands it off to Siuka. Serbia back into a matchup defense. Bartelme drives inside, kicks it out. Still in to Siuka. Lovely interplay here from Slovenia. They're going to get the rewards on the back end of it. The last pass was a little fortunate, but Siuka gets the score. 16 points now for Aisha Siuka. Baseline drive. Josevic throws it away. A chance for Serbia to get out in transition. They do. And an easy score. Bartelme, a quick 4-point swing in favor of Slovenia. Their lead back out to 9. Bartelme back up to 6 points now. And it's for coach Vida Savljevic to have a conversation with his team. What can he do with what is likely to be the final play of this first half? And you have to be impressed with how Slovenia reacted out of that timeout. It looked like Serbia might be able to even take a lead of their own into the halftime locker room, and all smiles on the face of Coach Novak. A quick 4-point run from Slovenia sees them back out with a 9-point lead. 23.5 seconds left in this first half. I imagine that Serbia will slow things down. They'll want to try and take the last shot of this first half. Pass goes inside, will they though? Djokic gets the shot away, but it's going to be stolen back. In fact, Slovenia might get in the final attempt of the first half. Bartelme throws it inside. Siuka with the prayer, almost hits the prayers answered. It's spat away by the back of the iron, but what a first half of basketball here in the semi-final. It's Serbia 34, Slovenia 43, a huge 20 minutes of basketball still to come. Here are some of the stats from the first half. Your top scorers, Siuka leading away for Slovenia with 16, and Avlijaš, the only player in double digits for Serbia with 10 points. Here are the shooting percentages. Slovenia so efficient offensively. Serbia yet to get their perimeter game going. Before today's game, they led the tournament in three-point shooting, shooting 35%. Here are some of the other statistics. Slovenia will be happy with 11 assists for their 43 points. And nothing really too scary for either team in those stats.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Welcome back to Konya here in Turkey. It's the halfway stage of the first semi-final for the 2023 FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship, and what a first half we had. We were given a treat of 20 minutes of basketball from Serbia and Slovenia. Slovenia in the driving seat with 20 still to play. It's Serbia 34, Slovenia 43. Second half action underway here in Konya. One of these teams is just 20 minutes away from making it through to the final. At the moment it's Slovenia who have maybe a foot or half a foot in that final, holding a 9-point lead at the half, and they start the second half well. There's a steal from Zitek. Slovenia the first blood here in this second half. Down into the low post, kicked out, Siuka, she'll back things out, little hesitation, oh beautiful step back from Siuka, she'll get the roll. Siuka now 19 points, 7 from 10 from downtown, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. She has been a superstar in almost every game, and she continues to be so here in the semi-final. Corner 3, and that's a good sign for Serbia. At times they struggled in the first half, didn't really lean into the 3 ball that much. Milanovic gets the 3 to go though. Serbia's defense falls asleep and they're made to pay. Slovenia is not a team you can turn your back on, as Stilen gets the 3. Slovenia's lead up to 12. Inside, this is going to be an interesting battle. Knocked away. Slovenia will steal it back. Bartelme batted away. Great defensive effort from Ana Jovanov. Slovenia will get possession on the baseline though. Tried to be smart with that quick pass inside to Toranček, but it's stolen back by Serbia. Oh my goodness, Slovenia on-ball pressure is huge. Bartelme comes away and will slow things down to get their offense rolling. Oh, no-look pass. Bartelme is really starting to light things up right now. A game-high 14-point lead for Slovenia. And another steal, or is it? It is. Slovenia really have been so impressive defensively. Steal number 9 so far today. They've averaged 12 steals a game. They're on track to certainly top that. Oh, it's raining again here. Look at the smiles, look at the joy. Aisha Siuka, what a game she is having. 22 points, a tournament high for her. And what a time to have a tournament high in the semi-final. Look at the joy, rightfully so. The 17-year-old is raining 3 bombs here in Konya. Timeout called by coach Vida Savljevic. Really needs to make some corrections and some amendments very early here in the second half. Slovenia will want to push on now. They'll want to extend this lead. They can't become complacent. I think that's what Leia Bartelme is telling her teams. Don't get too caught up in this lead. You've got to close this game out. And just one of many junior tournaments taking place across the world. And if you want to stay up to date with junior international basketball, you need to go and follow at NextGenHoops, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That is the official FIBA channel to keep up with all of your next generation superstars. Foul's going to be called on Terencek as Jovanov looks to just force the issue a little with that drive to the basket. She has earned herself a trip to the free throw line though. She's a good free throw shooter. Just 5 points so far today. It's the first of her two. Gets the second to rattle home as well. Takes her personal tally to 7 points now, but more importantly, Serbia start the process of trying to chip away at this Slovenian lead. Well, the pass is a little bit telegraphed and it's stolen by Serbia. 3-on-1 break, but long arms, the wingspan of Siuka gets into the passing lane. Terencek, Bartelme now into the corner. Quick ball movement from Slovenia. A little shallow on the trajectory of that one, and Djokic will pick up the rebound. Avliash, a real force in the first half for Serbia, really started the fight back. Is she going to do it now? A chance of a three-point play for Maria Avliash. She's up to 12 points alongside 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Really trying to pretty much do everything she can for Serbia right now as we see Knezovic head to the bench. Into the game comes Dacic. Avliash misses the free throw. Rebound pulled down by Siuka. Rebound number 6, just 4 short of a double-double here in the semi-final. Siuka doesn't take the 3, drives inside, and she has got it all. What a well-rounded game Aisha Siuka has, just 17 years of age. A frightening prospect. Offensive foul is called on Dacic. Moving screen. And it is certainly all one-way traffic so far here in this third quarter. Double change for Slovenia as Gibert and Brezel comes into the game as Terencek and Zitek head to the bench. Foul's going to be called. A little hip check there from Jovanov. And you'd be lying if you didn't say when you watch Leia Bartelme play the game that some reminiscence of Teja Oblak, the senior Slovenian international, one of the icons of women's basketball in Slovenia. I'm sure Lea Bartelme has modelled some of her game on her. Nezdarov comes into the game as Jovanov heads to the bench for Serbia. And right now, with a little under 4.5 minutes gone here in the third quarter, Slovenia have really stamped themselves on this game. 13-7 third quarter so far in favour of Slovenia. They are now potentially 15 minutes away from history, their first ever appearance at a final in this tournament. Oh, and the score, that is a tough play. But let's be honest, Lea Bartelme, I think she probably prefers the tough plays. Quick ball movement here from Serbia, but Bartelme gets a hand into the passing lane and bats it away. Serbia will hold on to possession, but they've only got 7 seconds left on the shot clock to work with. Coach Novak, the mastermind behind this impressive Slovenian tournament so far. Rebound pulled down by Slovenia. Patience here from Slovenia. Shot clock down to 6. Siuka looking for the screen. No one coming up to help her though. Pick and roll. Jumper is good. And Slovenia get out of jail a little bit with that play. Breitzel nails the long two. Slovenia's lead out to a very impressive 19 points now. Catch and shoot. Avliash. She will do all she can to keep her team in this game. Up to 15 points now. And she knows her team need her if they've got any chance of fighting back into this one. Avliash will be the leader of the game for them. Drives inside, won't get the score. Will draw the foul though. Bartelme called for the foul. Avliash will go to the free throw line, and as much as what she's doing is very impressive, she needs some teammates to come with her. And still then heads to the bench for Slovenia. Slovenia back into that 2-3 zone that at times has been impenetrable for Serbia. Knežević, long two, off left. Siuka with another rebound, and she'll draw the foul. Rebound number 7 for Aisha Siuka. Coach Vido Sabljevic not happy with the officials. To be fair, I think it's probably more just frustration at his team's performance. They haven't played to their potential so far. Credit to Slovenia for limiting them though. Good ball movement here from Slovenia. Another 3 goes up. This one doesn't drop. Where's the rebound? It is pulled down by Serbia. Nice drive inside, and that space created by the little pump fake there from Katarina Knežević. Bartelme, Siuka. That really has been the 1-2 punch. It hasn't paid off this time though. Jokic. Off target. Foul's going to be called. I think that one's going to be on Milanovic, reaching over the back. Slovenia will take possession. Siuka will head to the bench. What a game she's had so far. In her place comes Ochina. Bartelme. Good spacing by Slovenia, using the pick and roll well. Oh, that is beautiful. Handoff into a pick and roll. Doesn't pay off this time, though. Serbia with the rebound and a little bit of intensity from Avlijac. Wide open in the corner for the three, and it's string music. Rightfully so. Djokic celebrates to hit the three. Slovenia's lead is cut to just 11 points. Timeout called by Coach Novak. This game is not done. Slovenia had a huge lead earlier in the game, a 19-point lead. That has nearly been halved, and that is why Coach Novak is not happy. What a game we've had here so far, a game that has swung back and forth continuously between these two teams. Slovenia been in control for the vast majority of the game, but Serbia will not go away. They have a huge amount of fight in them. The composure of Slovenia, these young Slovenian players, has been very impressive so far. And you kind of see why they have been unbeaten so far in this tournament, beating Finland, Germany, the Czech Republic, Israel, Hungary, and now maybe a little under 12 minutes away from beating Serbia in the semi-final. Offensive foul is going to be called. That's absolutely the right call. China not setting a stationary screen. She can smile and smirk all she wants. That's absolutely an offensive foul. Can Serbia get it back into single digits? That really would be an impressive feat so far in this quarter. Travelling violation going to be called. Officials have judged her have left the floor. Nezovic saying, I didn't leave the floor. Another turnover for Serbia. That is turnover number 13 for them. Certainly been a tough day, but most of those turnovers have been forced by some great Slovenian defense. Backdoor cut by Ovčina. Gets the rebound, looks to step through. Oh, a travelling violation called as she just drags that pivot foot. Turnover number 10 for Slovenia. Serbia will take the ball on the baseline as Coach Novak becomes more animated as the game goes on. How he would like to write himself and his team into the history books, being the first Slovenian women's team to pick up a medal in this tournament. The three ball is no good. Foul's going to be called on Breitzel for holding. Milanovic will head to the free throw line as Slovenia are in the penalty. You see a double change here for Slovenia. Siuka will come back into the game, as will, I think, Bartelme. Out of the game comes Zitek and Ovčina. Milanovic now at the free throw line, just 56% prior to today's game. Ana Milanovic. Had a 10.11 rebound game all the way back in game one against Israel. Hasn't been able to really match that performance since. Stepping up now as she has 9 points in this game. Final minute now of this third quarter. Stirren turns the corner, goes off the glass, and that was just so confidently delivered. Zoya Stirren just knew exactly what she wanted to do. Executed it near perfectly. Milanovic nails the three, and she is pumped off the back of that one, rightfully so. That brings Serbia back within 8. There is life being breathed back into this Serbian team. They trailed by 19. Bartelme. Pass inside. Finish is no good. Offensive rebound. Siuka scoops it up and gets another score. 28 points now for Aisha Siuka. Foul's going to be called though. Bartelme called for the foul. Serbia will head to the line. Siuka, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. An absolutely huge night. Must go down as one of her best in the national team jersey. Terrifying the potential that Aisha Siuka has. Back at the line for the second, Avliash gets both free throws to go. 4.1 seconds left. Avliash moves on to 17 points now. 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And it really is the two superstars going toe to toe for their two teams. 4 seconds. Foul's going to be called, and Serbia are in the penalty. That is a smart play by Bartelme, and really not a smart play by Djokic. Bartelme heads straight to the free throw line. That is a really, really high IQ play by Leia Bartelme. Remember, 17 years old, in a semi-final of a European Championship, and she has the wherewithal to make that play happen. Back at the line for the second after missing the first. Can't get the second to go. Siuka won't get the score. She'll go again. Oh my goodness, is there anything Aisha Siuka can do wrong in this game? She is phenomenal right now. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Aisha Siuka, and we've only had 30 minutes of basketball. Wow. Slovenia are on the verge of making the final. 1 rebound, 2 rebounds, and the finish. I think they're looking to see whether it was in time or not. In fact, no, it counts for sure. A 10-point lead for Slovenia with 10 minutes left on the clock. End of the third quarter. Serbia 56, Slovenia 66. No real surprise that many of the highlights you'll see are from Aisha Siuka. But what a quarter yet again. At one stage in that quarter, Serbia held a 19-point lead. Sorry, Slovenia held a 19-point lead, and Serbia fought their way absolutely back into that game before Slovenia had a little bit of a purple patch to close out the quarter. That gives them a 10-point lead with 10 minutes to play. Remember, history in the making here today. If Slovenia make it through to the final, history has been written. As Slovenia have never picked up a medal in this tournament, and a final appearance would clearly guarantee them either gold or silver. All inbounded and the fourth quarter is underway. 10 more minutes ahead of us. This is semi-final one of the 2023 FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championships. Slovenia lead it by 10. Serbia have so much fight in them. The wing three, that's short. You can almost see that Avliash pulled at that a little. Wasn't her usual comfortable stroke. Hesitation, quick first step against Siuka. Just the size of Siuka is enough to deflect that one, as Knežević is going to be called for the foul. Sideline possession for Slovenia. Remember, if you're on the socials, please feel free to join in the conversation. It's hashtag FIBA U18 Europe. Siuka now at the top, the hero of the hour. Feeds it to the low post. Shot clock to 6. Stolen away. Good patient defense there by Serbia. They didn't overcommit. They just waited for Slovenia to offer up the opportunity. Nestorov. Nice pass inside. Knežević trying to do all she can. Comes up short. Siuka with the big defensive play this time. That is the double-double for Siuka. 28 points and 10 rebounds now. She has 5 assists as well. Avliash gets an early score. Serbia back to within 8. Siuka now on the wing. Passes to the cutting Stieren. Look at this ball movement by Slovenia. Oh, that is a heavily contested three. Žeber could not care less. Nails the three. Takes her tally to 11 points now. Slovenia really finding an offensive rhythm in this game. Potentially one of their highest scoring games in the tournament. As Knežević uses the pivot as much as she possibly can. Bartelme loses control. Stolen away by Serbia. Fatigue starting to set in between these two teams now. Sideline possession for Serbia. Every play critical for these two teams, as Serbia will make a double change here. As Djokic heads to the bench, as does Knežević. Jevtovic and Jovanov come in. A very nervous looking Jovanov. Three ball goes up straight away. That's short. Rebound for Stieren. And you just feel a cool nature, a calm, composed style to Slovenia right now. They know the clock is their friend. Oh, Siuka, step back, three ball. Doesn't get it this time. Does everything right but the finish. That one spilled out of bounds, but Coach Novak is happy as Zoya Stieren is putting everything out there, trying to get possession. Slovenia with the changes. Breitzel goes to the bench. Back into the game comes Toranček. Slovenia sitting in that 2-3 zone. Catch and shoot, Nestorov. It's on the floor, wrapped up. Bartelme and Milanovic. Possession arrow in favor of Slovenia, though. As we see, Stieren head back to the bench. Zitek comes back in. Remember, this is semi-final one. We have the second semi-final coming up after the conclusion of this one. Spain against France, a mouth-watering game at every level of basketball. just as much here at the under-18 women's level. Oh, the three ball is good. Slovenia have looked phenomenal from outside in today's game. That moves them to 12 from 24 threes. They are 50% from downtown. Half of their points coming from outside. Foul's going to be called. Blocking foul on Bartelme. That is a concern for Coach Novak, as that's Bartelme's fourth foul. Still 6 minutes and 18 to play. I'm not sure he'll keep him in the game. Coach Novak's going to. Sorry, third personal foul, not fourth. Ivanov hands it away. Three ball goes up. That's off target. You could see from the release from Anandelevic that really she had no confidence when she let go of that one. And you speak to any shooter, and confidence is almost one of the #1 prerequisites. You have to pretty much know that every shot you release is going in. Siuka at the top. Spacing is poor here from Slovenia. That's caused them problems. Corner three, no good. That one comes away, and Avliash now. Hesitation, drives inside. Attacks the basket. Good follow. Foul's going to be called. That will send Serbia to the free throw line. Jevtovic has put in a shift for her team. 8 points, 4 rebounds. We haven't seen her on the floor more than we have today. Played 19 minutes so far. Really started the game brightly. Jovana Jevtovic. Going to see a change as Milanovic comes out and Knežević goes back in. A real warrior, Katarina Knežević. First of the two is good. It's these small details now for Serbia that are absolute gold dust. Free throws can get you back into these kind of games. If Serbia want to come away with the win, the come from behind win, they're certainly going to have to be near perfect from the free throw line. That takes Jevtovic up to double digits, and it brings Serbia to within 12 of Slovenia. A little over 5.5 minutes to play. Shot clock down to 4. Drives inside, stolen away. Much better defense there by Serbia. Ivanov. Looking for options. There are none at the moment. A very stagnant Serbian offense, and we've seen large parts of the game where they just not played great team offense. Needs a pick and roll. And it's stolen away. Toranček with the steal. Bartelme. Calling for the Horns offense, I think, or the screen at least to come to the top so she can get the switch. Quick corner ball three. Oh, and it's good. That is a big shot from Žitek. And a huge shot for Slovenia. They lead by 15. They have 1 foot in the final here in Konya. There's the three. Oh, ice running through Alina Žitek's veins when she released that one. Coach Vida Savljević calls a timeout for Serbia. Their hopes of gold hang by a thread. Slovenia know they are so close to reaching their first ever final in this tournament. And it is for Serbia to try and change the flow of this game. 4 minutes, 39 seconds to play. Slovenia lead by 15 against their Balkan opponents. Avliash now trying to take the game on her shoulders again. It worked at times. Elbow cuts through. It's a smart move. The finish isn't quite there though. Bartelme hands it back to Siuka. They really have been the two most influential players for Slovenia in this game so far. Siuka goes to the pivot, left hand, how strong is that? 30 points now for Aisha Siuka, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. This is a performance that will go down into the history books of Slovenian junior basketball. Aisha Siuka just absolutely phenomenal. 3 ball goes up, that's short and flat. Rebound for Slovenia, they will now look to run some clock if they can. They are in no rush to get shots away. Bartelme hands it off. Siuka inside, Toranček. Foul's going to be called, and that will reset the shot clock back out to 14. That foul on Javtovic. And coach Vidu Savljevic is seeing his team's chances of lifting the trophy slipping away. Milanovic comes back into the game. 12 points for her in today's game, 4 from 5, an efficient scorer, but will it be enough? Ball inbounded and knocked away. Slovenia in no rush, but they do need to keep their offense running. Although 77 should be enough of a final score for them to take the win. There's no guarantee. Serbia certainly have the talent in this roster to score in a hurry. Aisha Siuka now comes back out. Patience here from Slovenia. Shot clock at 4. Bartelme, step back 3. Oh, it is a thing of beauty from Leah Bartelme. A 20-point lead, a game-high 20-point lead. Avliash throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it now, but surely, is this enough for Slovenia to make history here today? Bartelme waiting for the screen, almost has it stolen away. Backdoor cut by Siuka, kicked out, wide open, Stiren. Oh, it's another 3! Slovenia putting not just the icing on the cake, but that beautiful little cherry as well. Look at the smiles on the Slovenian bench. They know exactly what they are just a few minutes away from. They are potentially a few minutes away from their first ever appearance in the FIBA U18 Women's European Championship final. Coach Vidu Savljevic, with one last chance, calls the timeout. Slovenia with history in their hands. Serbia, 23-point deficit now. Aisha Siuka, 30-point, 12 rebound double-double. A night she will never forget. Jovanov hands it away. Avliash drives inside, tries to find a bucket. She does this time. 21 points now for Maria Avliash. You certainly can't say that she hasn't put in a performance worthy of being in a final. She just hasn't had the support around her so far this evening. Bartelme drives through, pick and roll, and an easy score for Toruncek. Look at the smiles, look how relaxed Slovenia look now. They know that they are so close to the final. Thrown away again. Bartelme will bring it up over the half, and surely Slovenia will just look to run the clock down. Djokic trying to steal it away, but will only foul her. Djokic out of the game. Buzic comes in. Not seen too much of the action. Masha Buzic. Slovenia will make some wholesale changes as Bartelme heads to the bench and celebrates. She knows where they're headed, as does Siuka. That pair have really rocketed Slovenia towards the final. Ochina and Zibert come in their place. Under a minute and a half to play. Stieren picks the dribble up, hands it inside, and another easy score for Toruncek. She's waited all game to score, and then two buckets come along at nearly the same time. Avliash now kicks it out. Almost a double dribble, ends up with Milanovic. Long rebound, barrels out to Toruncek, her fourth rebound of the game. Foul's going to be called. Stieren called for the offensive foul against Avliash. 54 seconds away from some serious Slovenian celebrations here in Konya. Their first ever appearance at a FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship final. There's the three ball though from Avliash. Takes herself up to 24 points now. What a performance from her, but it's going to be in vain as Serbia will progress to the third place game and will hope to leave with at most a bronze medal right now. Stieren inside, little hesitation, gets the score. 21 points for Stieren. 7 rebounds, 4 assists. So many big performances from this Slovenian team. 3 ball goes up, no good. And that will be the final possession of the game for Serbia. What a game we've had. What a performance from Slovenia. They really have been so impressive from start to finish. There it is, history in the making. Jubilation and joy for the Slovenian team. They will be in their first ever FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship finals. They will leave this tournament with their country's first ever medal from this tournament. Aisha Siuka will grab so many of the headlines on what has been a huge performance from her. 30 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, an efficiency rating of 45. But the final score is Serbia 65, Slovenia 89. Slovenia are on their way to the final. Here are the top scorers from the game. Aisha Siuka leading all scorers with 30. For Serbia, Maria Avliash did all she could, ending up with 24 points. But Slovenia are the team progressing to the finals. They won every single quarter of this game, dominated the fourth, holding Serbia to just 9 points. And whoever they face in the final, they will be worried because Slovenia are a hell of a team. Very deep, very talented, and fundamentally just great basketball players. Here are the shooting stats. Slovenia, a thing of joy, 54% from downtown. They won the rebounding battle. They had 23 assists for their 89 points. It really is all one way, and that is the way of Slovenia. Phenomenal game here in Konya as Slovenia make it to their first ever finals appearance at the FIBA U18 Women's European Championships. We'll leave you with the highlights from the game. Remember, just around the corner, the second semi-final, so don't you go anywhere as France and Spain go toe-to-toe to earn the right to battle with Slovenia tomorrow with a chance to become European champions.